Humpty Dumpty, perched on the precipice of existence, a fragile being, teetering between unity and fragmentation. His great fall, was it gravity or fate that pulled him apart? The Kingsmen, bound by the laws of the material world, could not restore what was never truly whole. Perhaps Humpty Dumpty was never meant to be pieced together again, but rather to embrace the transformation hidden within his own shattered shell. Shalom, shalom. We all know the tale. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, had a great fall, and no one can put him back together again. But what if this nursery rhyme is more than just a children's story? What if it's a profound allegory of spiritual fragmentation, a profound allegory of the fall of consciousness, and the irreversible nature of transformation? Join me as we unravel the esoteric secrets of Humpty Dumpty in the lesson titled Looking Glass. Let's begin. Some believe Humpty Dumpty was originally a riddle, with the answer being an egg, which is why he is now depicted as an egg in the modern stories. Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass of 1871, Humpty Dumpty appears as a character depicted as a living egg who speaks in riddles. But what is it meant by through the looking glass? From an esoteric point of view, through the looking glass can symbolize a shift in perception of consciousness, a journey into an alternate reality, or an entry into a deeper, more mystical understanding of the world. In esoteric traditions, mirrors and reflections often represent the boundary between the material world, or the physical world as we know it, and the spiritual or inner realms. The concept of the looking glass is tied to the idea of self-reflection, duality, and illusion. Mirrors or looking glasses often symbolize the illusory nature of reality, just as Alice in Through the Looking Glass steps into a world where the usual rules of reality are reversed. It suggests that the material world, we see it, is not the whole truth, and there may be hidden, deeper layers of existence. Looking into a mirror can also represent the inward journey. It's a way of reflecting on oneself or one's soul, bringing forth hidden aspects of the subconscious. In esoteric thought, stepping through the looking glass might mean accessing parts of oneself that are not normally visible, meaning like your subconsciousness, leading to greater spiritual insight or enlightenment. That stepping through a threshold or doorway, a spiritual passage or a passage between the known and the unknown, or between the physical and the spiritual realms. Crossing through it signifies transcendence or the initiation into a higher state of consciousness. Mirrors also create duality, showing just not what's in front, but an image that is in reversed or opposite. So, through the looking glass, Humpty Dumpty appears as a character depicted as a living egg, very akin to the cosmic egg. And the cosmic egg represents the origin of the universe, or the source of creation, and the potential for all things to emerge from a singular point of unity, the Most High. And another recognition of the cosmic egg is going to be associated with the idea of primordial, or the state before creation or the unfolding of the cosmos, meaning it describes a time or condition before the universe as we know it came into being, where everything was unified, undivided, and without form. Though Humpty Dumpty is a short rhyme, its mysterious origins and interpretations have made it a timeless classic in literature. All right, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So the fall from unity to duality. Humpty's fall represents the descent from a state of wholeness, very resemblant to Adam, that fall from oneness, that divine unity, into separation, much like the soul's journey from a higher realm into a fragmented experience on the material realm, the exact state that we are in now or currently. The cause and effect of the great fall, or the fall of Humpty, the shattered self, his breaking apart, is symbolized as disintegration of the ego. And what do I mean by that? Where you lose the sense of unity of yourself, like you feel like you've been pulled apart or you're divided within, like having a fractured consciousness, that trauma or experience of a spiritual crisis, the fracturing or shattering of the union with God, that soul's oneness with the higher nature, implying complete freedom from any tie or attraction to the lower self or to the lower nature. So Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty together again. Suggests that some transformations are final. Once the old self is broken or has left or has you have maturation, it cannot be reconstructed in the same form or back to the old way. It must evolve into something new. And we see that throughout nature. We see that with the snake shedding its skin. In esoteric tradition or philosophy, breaking apart is also necessary for transmutation or transformation. And in alchemy, the fall is represented as the blackening or nagredo or nagredo. And what that is meant by a stage of decomposition, putrefaction, in the dark nights of the soul or the shallow grave where one confronts their inner or shadow self before potential rebirth and transmutation or transformation happens. Hence the alchemical quote, turning lead to gold. So all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So the king's men are the external forces. What does that mean? The authorities, the sciences, the social structures that attempt to fix what they can't heal, that try to control things they can't control. Humpty can only fix himself or heal himself through inner realization, his awakening to higher truths, self-awareness, the sense of clarity, peace, and a purpose. Humpty is going to have to do that, what they call it, the shadow work or the inner work. Humpty Dumpty is more than just a simple nursery rhyme. It's an allegory of the soul's journey, the illusion of control, and the necessity of transformation through breaking and rebuilding. Thank you all for watching. Hit the subscribe and the like button. And until next time, shalom.